Have you ever felt like where you are right now is not where you're supposed to be? I mean, you see some of your mates, they're going to the best university. You see some of your mates, they're getting married, having children, traveling the world, doing all sorts, and you feel so stuck in your life right now. If today is the first time of you seeing my face or hearing my voice, you are highly welcome to Vibes with V. It is such an honor to have you here. My name is Victory, but you can call me V, and I empower young women who love Jesus to defeat self-doubt, insecurities, low self-esteem, and any kind of limitations that have been placed on them by either the society or even themselves. I do this because I want to see you rise up in confidence to pursue your dreams and your goals so that you can make an impact in your generation, and one that will transcend to your unborn generations as well. So if that sounds like your vibe, if that sounds like what you're into, why don't you consider hitting that red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you do not miss out every time I release powerful videos just like this one. Baby girl, listen, I know you feel behind in your life in general, but I promise you it's not because you're lazy. Personally, I think it's because you've prayed, you've fasted, you've trusted God, you're living a righteous lifestyle, but it feels like where you are right now is not where you're supposed to be. It's not the place that God has destined for you. You feel like there's a delay in your life, right? If you're really being honest with yourself, you will realize that the reason you feel like you're behind in life in general is because you're comparing yourself. You're comparing your journey to those of your friends. Now, before you switch off, this video is not a hustle harder kind of video that you see floating around all on social media. This one is going to be really good. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of juice, whatever you fancy, and let's get this show on the road. But for those of you who have been feeling stuck in your thought patterns, or you've been feeling like you can't move forward at all, I created something so powerful for you called Empower to Shine Workbook. This workbook will help you break through or break away from those limiting beliefs and limiting thought patterns. I will speak about that a little bit later, but if you're curious and you want to grab a copy of it right now, the link to purchase it is in the description below. You see, my dear, when God created you, He put in you very specific and unique purposes, and this means that the journey that you go through in life is different from the journey that I will go through in life, because our purposes are different. Even though sometimes you might meet someone who your purposes are similar, but it's not exactly the same. We go through different things as well, depending on our background and what God needs to break out of you so that you will manifest destiny and you will manifest purpose. Truthfully, the reason why a lot of us feel like we're behind in life is because we are comparing or measuring success through the eyes of other people. My dear, the last time I checked, you were created in a unique way. Heck, no two people have the same fingerprint. So please, again, tell me why the journey that you go through in life should be the same as your friend. The thing that annoys me so much about this whole thing that makes people feel like they're behind in life, etc., is that social media, oh God, honestly speaking, it really annoys me, because they make it seem like if you haven't reached a certain achievement or gotten to a certain threshold or done a certain thing by a certain age, then you're a failure. It's like I remember speaking to someone and they were telling me how, oh, as a woman, if you haven't gotten married at the age of 25, then your time is running out. When you're 30, then you might as well just settle settle with anybody. Like my friend who told you that, please, if you're age 21 and you haven't gone to university, society makes it seem like there's something wrong with you. I need you to remember that on social media, what you are seeing is a highlight reel. So if you're starting business today, please don't compare yourself to somebody who started their business 12 years ago, because they've made the mistakes, they've gone through the trenches, they've learned the lessons, they've done all these things. Like your day one is not somebody's day 45. You are not stuck in life. You're not backwards. Like what you are calling a delay might actually be for your own protection. If you find that you are going through some of these things by yourself and it feels so overwhelming for you and you would like some support, I invite you to join us at Queens of Virtue. Queens of Virtue is my baby. It is the community that God guided me to creating. It is essentially created for young Christian women who are wanting to rise up, who know that there is so much more to their lives, but they don't know how to get there. With Queens of Virtue, we are a sisterhood, we're a support network and a support system, and we help you get rid of whatever blockages that you are facing. If you think that my YouTube videos are on point, wait until you see what goes on in Queens of Virtue. We have so many wonderful webinars and masterclasses. We have invites from special guests who walk us through different things in our life, and even sometimes we have a prophet who comes in as well and blesses us as well. So Queens of Virtue is really a powerful place to be if you are serious about making an impact in your generation, and one that will transcend your unborn generations as well. Now, if you would like to join us, please go to Facebook and search for Queens of Virtue. Alternatively, the link has been dropped down in the description as well, and I promise you, your life will never remain the same. When you are requesting, make sure that you answer every single question there and also accept the rules of the group, because it has been set up in a way that after a certain hours, if everything is not completed, you will get rejected, and I don't want that for you. The reason that some of us feel like we're behind in life, myself included, is because we are attaching our identities to milestones, and this should not be the case. Because why does it matter if I went to Cambridge or Oxford, or I attended an Ivy League school somewhere? Why should that matter to my identity? My identity is not based upon, physical things. It's based on who God says that I am. It's as if we haven't gotten a certain job title, if you haven't worked in a certain organization, if you've not worked in, let's say, the big four company, for example, it feels as if you've not made it in life. It feels as if you're falling behind, and that's a big lie from the pit of hell, because the devil wants to keep you small so that you don't achieve that thing that God has put on your heart. I remember speaking to somebody and he said to me that he can't have a girlfriend if he doesn't have money. Now I understand where that's coming from, but why should that be the case? Yes, I get the fact that when you're married, you need money, you need to take care of your family, etc. But what happens to growing together, right? What happens to going in the trenches together? You don't have to have like £1 million in your bank account before I know that you can take care of me. And if you're not careful, you're going to be using things to replace your identity, and that should not be the case. Your trust and identity should be in God and God alone. There are seasons in my life that I feel like I'm behind. Even right now, me talking to you right now, my first boyfriend was at the age of 17. So I feel like I should have been married by now. I feel like I should have had kids, I should have my own family. I see my friends that are driving these nice cars, some of them are bought houses, some of them are traveling to these exotic locations, and I'm here like, God, what what about me? Am I the only one? When I see things from the life of other people that I want, like the flashy cars, or like, you know, being able to travel whenever I want, go on a first class ticket or whatever, sometimes I get jealous too. Yes. Me talking to you, sometimes I get jealous too. But I need to be careful not to compare myself with other people, knowing that the journey that God is taking me on is unique to me, and at the end of the day, He's going to bring me to my place of fulfillment. You see, when there's a gap between where you are right now and what God has shown you that your life would be, either through a prophetic word, either through dreams, revelations, through the scripture, whatever, sometimes it's very, very, very difficult to keep holding into God, but we must keep holding on to Him because He never fails us. If you can relate to what I've been saying, please comment down below. I see you, girl, so I know that I'm not alone. Truly, God has really taken me on a journey over the last few years, and here's a truth that will set you free that I wanted to pay attention to. Sometimes progress is not always visible. Whenever you feel like you are behind in life, whenever you feel like, what the heck is happening to me, I want you to remember that God is working things out for your good in the background. My darling, delay is not always denial. Sometimes God allows certain things to delay in your life. Number one, so that He can build in a certain character in you, and number two, so that He can actually protect you from damaging yourself. I remember, if I was married at the age of 21 by now, I am telling you for a fact, I will not be ready to handle everything that will come with marriage. If I was married when I wanted to, in fact, the person I was with at that time, we would have probably been fighting left, right, and center because both of us were immature. I want you to know that the fact that things are delayed in your life doesn't mean that it will never come to you. This is a period where the enemy is really trying so hard to attack your faith. He's trying to make you doubt God, to make you feel like God has abandoned you, so that when he is able to get your faith, he's able to get anything else. But my dear, don't give him that opportunity. During the season of growth is sometimes a very, very quiet period. Ask any successful business owner and you hear their story, you will find out that what a lot of people call overnight success, maybe it's taking 5 years, 10 years, 20 years of grinding, of consistency, of keep pushing at it, keep going at it before they finally hit jackpot. But you only see the highlight reel, so you're thinking, oh, why can't I have that Chanel bag? You don't see that thing that's gone on in the background. So I want you from today to stop comparing yourself with someone else's journey. Do we have a deal? Sometimes the season that you're trying to rush is the season that God is trying to prepare and build you for. God has taken me on a journey and I am ready to achieve or receive rather those financial breakthrough that is coming to me. So there's certain seasons where God will not allow certain things to come to you because he loves you too much and he knows that if he allows it, it will ruin your life. But you know what I realized during my season of growth is the fact that the real problem wasn't the situation I was going through, it wasn't the circumstances or whatever I was going through, it was actually the thoughts that I was entertaining, and these were thoughts that was engineered from the pit of hell. And this is exactly why I created Empowered to Shine workbook. This workbook, you will actually be able to break away from certain limitations that's clogging your mindset. You will not allow situations to redefine your identity for you, but you will finally rise up in confidence and make an impact in your generation. Now, if you would like to get a copy of it, you can visit my website to pick up a copy for yourself, or if you prefer to purchase on other retailers' websites, you are more than welcome. It is available right now on Amazon, on Barnes & Nobles, on Walmart, on Waterstones, on Eden, on Foils, and a few more other retailers. So make sure you pick up a copy today, because this will really help you break away from certain limitations that you are finding yourself in. If you have sisters, daughters, cousins, or whoever, why don't you pick up a copy for them as well? I promise you, this workbook, if you sit with it and allow it, your life will be completely transformed. If you never hear anything that I say in this video, I want you to hear this. My darling, you are not behind at all in life. The fact of the matter is that God is building something in you. Depending on your assignment, depending on your purpose, you need some time to be built up, to be able to handle certain things that comes your way. So many times I see people comparing themselves, worrying about X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, your own journey requires you to be heavyweight, like when prophets will say. You need to realize that you are in the season of becoming, and for you to become that which God has called you to become, it takes time. You don't expect Toyota to take the same amount of time that a Lamborghini would take. If this video spoke to you, I want you to comment down below. I'm breaking out so that I know that you're with me, and I know that you're really serious about becoming that woman that God has called you to become. Until next time, when I come your way again, remember that you are a queen. So rise up, fix your crown, and walk like the daughter of Jehovah that you are. I'll see you in the next one.